Kendra G is out here making a fool of herself. You know, we all know her show where she has a lot of these women calling up with these unrealistic ideas of what it is to be with a man. A lot of these women calling up, they got 6 babies by 6 different men, and they say, well, I want a man and he can't have no children, or he has to have this, or he has to have that. A lot of these women are severely overweight, and they saying that they want a man that's in the gym. He has to have this gorgeous aesthetic body. It's just a whole bunch of craziness that that she feeds off on and she capitalizes on her show, right? Now, she used to call up to Kevin Samuels and go back and forth with Kevin Samuels, and she wasn't a big fan of Kevin Samuels because he put her in her place one day. But when Kevin Samuels passed away, she totally took all of the talking points, the whole aspect of the show, and took it and made it her own and ran with it, right? She got people calling up. She asking them what's their age, what's their height, what's their body weight. She asking women all of these things and holding these as a way of saying, well, this is how you can get a man. This is what you need to do. But she criticized Kevin Samuels for it, right? But she went on to Tamron Hall show with these talking points, right? And I told you, there's different types of women out here, right? You got the social media OnlyFans, I don't need a man, bopping their head, sucking their teeth type women. And then you have feminine, good women out here, women with men, women out here that's not living like that. They're not prostituting themselves out or saying, well, you got to have this much money, you got to have this. You know what? Like, I don't have that kind of wife, right? So she took those talking points onto Tamron Hall's show and it bombed. It bombed big time. She looked like a fool. But let's revisit the conversation, one of the conversations she was having with Kevin Samuels. We'll come right back.
This is why it's over for a lot of sisters too. Look, you can be right all you want to. Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine. You're too bossy, you're too opinionated. That works well in the corporate world when you're making other people successful and rich and fine, but it does not work well when you're trying to connect with a man. Why is it over for many women your age? One, because your income has risen. And females have evolved. Evolutionary biology says women want men to have at least what they have. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself. But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value. It is going down.
And see, in one of Kevin Samuels' talking points, Kevin Samuels was always saying that he was speaking to high value men. He wasn't speaking to about every woman. He wasn't speaking about everybody. These women were calling up and they were saying that they're settling for the school teacher. They're settling for the plumber. They're settling for the bus driver. So 85% of men is the school teacher, the bus driver, the construction worker, all of these different type of guys that make anywhere from $45,000 to $65,000 a year. They feel like if they with him, they settling for him. So Kevin Samuels took umbrage with that. He said, well, wait a minute. You think you're better than 85% of men that's out here that's going to church, that don't have a bunch of kids, that's living right. You overlook him, but then you want the man that all the women want. He's like the 2% of men. You feel like you're you feel like you're eligible for that man, where you overlooking all these other men. That was the gist of Kevin's show. A lot of women overlooked that. They heard what he said, but they didn't like the fact that he was telling the truth. You have a bunch of men over in the corner doing cartwheels, saying, hey, what about me? Oh, I got to settle if I'm with this guy. And that's the way a lot of these women think. Not all women, but a lot of these women that follow those talking points think, right? So she came under fire from Tasha K. And Tasha K called her out for being a hypocrite, right? Because a lot of stuff that she talk about and a lot of advice that she gives, she's dating a man that's a scammer. Y'all remember this?
Man, because there was a lot being said there, okay, that she didn't really go into detail with. But she always makes sure that, oh, they can afford me. I was in Italy, Rolls Royce, Beverly Hills, very, very much new money, because radio personalities don't make that kind of money. I do want to tell you, before I went public or took this information on the road, when she was talking all that, I ride for mine, don't be trying to, just doing so much. Told her, I said, listen, if I get anything on your man, I'm going to tap you. I don't look for it. People send it to me. So when I got this email and all of the receipts that were sent, I dropped it in her DM. Guess what happened? If she didn't ride for hers, She didn't book up. It was crickets. It was crickets. All that mouth that she had, forehead, all that yelling, can't hear herself, tone deaf, wasn't saying anything. She knew I was on tour with this. We got emails and on your boyfriend, not your husband, but your boyfriend. Hey, how was that Kendra G scrutinizing women about their requirements and preferences in a mate when she's parading around Los Angeles and being love bombed by Hush Puppy Jr., the Nigerian Deo, aka Donovan Johnson, aka Don Johnson, aka Reginald Green, aka Terrence Reed, aka James Wright, aka Timothy Price, and the list goes on. She is head over heels in love with a notorious scammer that recently came home from federal prison for bank fraud, credit card fraud, wire fraud, identity theft, and money laundering. Her Instagram is at Kendra G. It's Scam Central and screams scam likely.
So she goes on to Tamron Hall show and she talks about how the women say that these guys gotta pay for their time, they gotta pay for their wigs, they gotta pay for the babysitter, they gotta pay for the dinner, they gotta make more money than I make. They gotta have all of these, they gotta have all these things in order to be in my presence. And Tamron is looking at her like, what? What are you talking about? Right? And it was like, it bombed. Y'all get a chance to go watch Kendra G on Tamron Hall's show. Y'all can see it bombed so bad she thought that Tamron Hall was going to agree with her. And when she seen she didn't, she changed her stance. She said, oh, no, I don't think this way. The women that call up my show think this way. No, it's not, because the way that you present yourself on social media shows that you actually think and talk this way. But Corey Holcomb and his crew got wind of it, and they laid into her. And they said a lot of things, disparaging things about her that she's not going to like. But this is the thing. Y'all might not like the disparaging things that Corey Holcomb and them say, but when women overlook the school teacher, they overlook the bus driver, they overlook the police officer because he makes a good solid income, how disrespectful is that in your community? Right? You feel like you got to settle for the guy that makes $60,000 a year. Who the hell do you think you are? Right? So let's get into what Corey Holcomb was saying, and we'll come right back.
Used to do radio in Chicago,
That's where I know the name.
But she now does her show, her version of Kevin Samuel's show.
Oh yeah, I heard you bring her. Yeah, I heard her.
Yeah, she does her version of Kevin Samuel's show, and I think she really flopped when she went on this show with Tamron Hall. And I'm gonna just play the clip first and let people watch. They might see what I'm talking about. So can we play that clip? Yeah. All right, give it to me.
Just speaking because I heard you say I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300. Okay,
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
Why, if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now,
I just speaking because I heard.
Stop.
That's crazy.
She made a goddamn fool out of herself. And I mean, like, I'll give my opinion why she made a fool out of herself. Craig, you was laughing.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it first or you want me to go?
I mean, you selling. Why? If you just say I'm a prostitute and this is what I charge to fit me, that is more respectable than trying to sound respectable, but being in denial about who you are. That's like being a firefighter. You got a hose in your hand, you got the water going, and you saying I'm a football player. No, nigga, you fight fires. It just don't make no sense to me how people think they can create their own reality. I mean, you can create your own reality, but at least be man or woman enough to make a debatable claim that might be controversial, that people may disagree with or may agree with, and at least support it with some facts. I sell and then say, hey, because I can pay my bills, I can pay for wigs, and I can't take care of myself financially, so I need a man to do that. That's more respectable than making a complete fallacy statement that has no truth to it. It's just all delusion.
I agree with you 1,000%, Greg. I'm glad you said that because that just adds to what I was thinking. See, I want to tell Kendra G something that she really needs to stop pretending is about this as well. Tamron Hall is a
Super bad.
her problems ain't your problems. You have to wear a wig in order to be out here in these streets like you want to be. Tamron Hall could have on a skull cap with a square in her mouth. Her level of action is going to be different to your level of action, Kendra. And I'm saying what Greg's saying is a very important point as well. It's like women trying to act like everybody on the same level is one of the greatest forms of being delusion as you can get. Everybody's not on the same level. Kendra, they talk to you on your show. Believe it or not, that's your level. That's your level. So when you around some real, like Tamron Hall said, well, shit, if you get a man, you can still do what you're doing to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She actually had that look where she thought that she was actually going to somewhat agree with her.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
mean,
looked like,
they
yeah.
don't go through what you go through, Sister Kendra. This ain't no diss. I'm trying to show you something. You not gonna be kept by boss. That Tamron Hall would be a delight to wake up to and argue with in the morning.
Yeah. She gonna have to move to Haiti for somebody to take her shit.
If I'm with Tamron Hall arguing, they're gonna be like, baby, come on now. It's all good. Let's work this out. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, you're gonna be like, get out my face. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
She is 6 in Haiti, so just imagine what that.
He said she's 6 in Haiti.
Yeah, man, that's
Hey, Kendra, stay in your lane when it comes to speaking on women. Them women that be on your show, that's your lane. That's your lane. Them other women who got something going for them, they was looking at you like,
What's the show about?
Right.
Now I have to watch. What is it about?
It's basically a woman trying to do what Kevin Samuels used to do. You know about Kevin Samuels?
But with women? No, I know.
Yeah, she calls people and asks them questions like Kevin Samuels used to do. And I'm saying, it's like her show is full of bottom dwellers.
Yeah, Ruthie Bolton, Holyfield looking.
Hey, goddammit, I need me a high quality man.
I tell you, I've been married for 24 years, and it's best to invest. It's best to build with your partner, work things out. Relationships is not something that's promised to you like life or death. Is something that you got to fight for. A lot of these women online following this bull crap that's online, these unrealistic ideas of what a relationship is about, taking advice from women that's never been successfully been in a relationship. Right? They just put a lot of material stuff in your face and they feed off of your pain, or a lot of you women, bad choices and men that you chose. You got that man right there that's been doing jumping jacks and cartwheels in your face every day, and you keep overlooking him for Big Dick Freddie up the block that got a bunch of kids already by a bunch of women, or he got a nice car, or he's tall. You're going for that. Where the man of your God didn't send you the man of your dreams. He did. He tried to talk to you every day. You keep saying no. But this is the man. This is the man that God sent for you in order for you to grow and develop with. Right. So a lot of women, I tell this to my daughters, my sisters, a lot of women make bad choices in men and then blame men for their choices. Right. So now you have these women calling up and they got all these unrealistic expectations in a man when the man is for you. And a lot of you women out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Keith, Fred, John, they're in your DMs. They see you on a job. They see you going to work. They try every day. You tell them no. You tell them no. But look at all the guys you told yeah, and now you hate men based off the guys that you told yeah. You need to reevaluate the type of men that you deem attractive, or what you think is attractive to you, because you keep bringing these men that's bringing you pain when God's sending you the man every day that you keep overlooking. I explain this to one of my sisters, right? They're there for you all the time, right? That you can grow and develop with. But hey, what do I know? And then you get women like Kendra G to come on these shows that use these stupid talking points when you get around real bad chicks, real feminine chicks that actually got the type of man. They looking at you like you crazy. No, young sister, that's not the way. That's not the way. That ain't it. That's social media garbage and jargon. But I'm going to cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, man, thank God I ain't got a wife like that. But if you made it far in this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.